and 3. Alright, so I'll be sharing my screen. So all you just need to do is this is internet. Go to Overpass, type Overpass Turbo. When you go to Overpass Turbo like this, as I type it here, you press enter. And you take it to this website you see here, which is Overpass Turbo. And this is a web-based data filtering for OpenStreetMap with Overpass Turbo. You can run a queries, API query, and analyze the results separately. So you can see here, when you click on it, you wait for it to come up. So once it comes up, it looks exactly like this, and this is how it looks. Now this is a run, this is share, this is export, this is wizard, save, load, settings, help, map, and data. Now this is the interface where you program, you write a few scripts, and this is where you have data. So no data loaded yet. Now you switch back to map, it brings you back here. So I am going to use Uniport. So I'm going to search Uniport like a search, and it's going to filter Uniport that is within this place for me. There's none, so I'm going to add River State to narrow it down to River State. So I'm going to say Uniport River State, and then that is not coming up, so probably I need to let me check whether how it is being saved up there. So it is not coming up. So since it is not coming up, let me use University of Port Harcourt. So probably this might be there. So you can see Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I see Port Harcourt, Nigeria. So I'm going to click on Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and that is going to take me to Port Harcourt here. So I can zoom to Rumu or Dumaya or something like that. You can see operator here. This is on there. Then this is Chokocho. Then this is Igruta. So let me go to Igruta and use that as a example of place we are going to make this extract. So this is Salvation Ministry Church, and if you know Port Harcourt well, let's use this place. Now this is what I want you to understand, that any data you can extract here or any things you can extract here are what is existing. If you look here, you see that Igruta, it is not mapped on OpenStreetMap, so is not existing in the database. So where there is not map, you need to map it yourself. Now if you look at Rumuola around here, let's zoom close a bit. You see there is a building that is mapped here. You can see the building footprint, the road network, and other features. Now if you go down to around Uniport, as you can see here, Uniport was well mapped. Yeah, so you can see University of Port Harcourt here, the green area, the stadium, the cricket house pavilion, the convocation, the School of Business. So let's use University of Port Harcourt here. So now I am going to put it to this extent like this. Now this is a canvas layer. So whatever you build in here works in within the canvas layer. So this is data, no data loaded yet. This is Uniport, this is where the map is. Down here you can locate me, it takes you to your location, manually select the box, the place you want to select, or you can also toggle overlay layer. So these are things you can use. So this is run. When you run this, every amenities within this map canvas, that is BB box within this canvas, will come up. So if you go to export wizard, so but what I want to tell you now is that we want to extract the road within this particular interface. So I can use this to define it by drawing the board manually like this. So you click on it, you can expand this, you can also expand it this way, then you can expand it this way, the way you want it, or you can just leave it at the BB box. Now the next you need to do is click on wizard. I want to look for building within those places, so I am going to type building, and then building is equal to star. Now this means that all the building here, because in building we have buildings for industry, building for house, residential, apartment, commercial, and rest of them. But building is equal to star means give me all the buildings, whatever it is. Now this is build query. When you build query, you will see that it's run here. Give me all the building within the BB box. Now, but when I return back to wizard again and say build and run means run it. So if it is here, you see it tells you that you need using GeoJSON, that you need a building within this particular BB box, and then the timeline is 25 seconds. Now when it stays more than 25 seconds, it is going to stop. So whatever you're going to do, if you have a bigger data, you can change this time to make it 250 or 2500, or extend the time so that the query will not fail. For example, I want to put here and put it 2 seconds and run the query, and you see that if it exceeds 2 seconds and it didn't come up, it will fail. So let me make it 1 second and run it again. So I'm putting it 1 second. Maybe my internet is fast, and within 1 second is done. So but let me say it is big, so it is going to stay more than 1 second and it will fail. So as you can see now, it have extracted, highlighted all the building footprint here. The next thing I'm going to need to do is that look here, click on the data. You can copy this thing. If you are building a site, you can see each of these building. It have actually write the code for this particular building for you. Once I am done, I return back to the map. The next thing I need to do is I can save it out. I can share it like as it is now. If I share this to you now, it will load you automatically. This you can see here, run the query. So if I send this to you, automatically you will download it. Will take you to this place by clicking on this particular link. Now, but I don't want to share, I want to export it. So I can save it as JSON, use it in QGIS, or you save it as GPX, use it in the way we do the conversion in ArcGIS or wherever you want. You can save it as OSM raw or save it as KML. So for this tutorial, I'm going to save it as KML. So have downloaded this as KML, that is the building. Then I will return back to the same place again and return back to the wizard and change the wizard to highway, all the highway. So I'm going to change the highway and write this highway. Now when I run build and run, it's going to run and return back. So all the highway within this place has been highlighted. I will click on export here and I can say download the KML file. If I've downloaded the KML file too, then I'll close it up like this same way, and then I will return back to this place again. What else I need? I think I need a land use because this is having a green area. So, and also I'm going to download amenities or other distance here. So I'm going to wizard, and what else do I need there? I think I will need land use. So I'm going to land use, and I'm going to run build and run the query, and you see right here that all the land use within these places has been selected. So I can click on export and download that. Then what else do I need to do again? I can also return back. I'm going to query for natural. So I'm going back here, still go to wizard and change this thing to natural. So and then I'm going to build and run the query. Now this is the only natural within here. Now you see something here. This is an amenity, I feel like. So we're going to also check. So the natural is also selected. I'm going to download it and I will close it up. Then I will return back to this again, and then I'm going to return back here to wizard, and I'm going to change this thing to something like amenities. Now I'm going to run build and run, and you see here there is nothing coming up here, amenities, because I didn't write it well. It's supposed to be amenities, and that didn't work. So I made the correction, so there is no amenities within this place. So you can see here I have downloaded the building, highway, land use, and natural. So there is something that looks like a hospital here. So I think I am making a mistake in writing amenity. So think that's where the problem is. So let me click on this. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's supposed to be amenity, not amenities. So I'm going to type amenity is equals to all of them. I'll build the query and run, and it will search the database. You can see all the amenities within here have been selected. So I'm going to click export and download the JSON. So you see now that we have downloaded building, road network, land use, natural, and all the amenities here. So once I am done here, I am good. So I can extract it by copying the data like you can see here. This same code you see here is the result of what you're seeing here. So when I am done, I've downloaded what is here that I need. I single-handedly pick what I want here. That's just what I need. And then I can decide to close this. And when I close this, I will return back to my ArcGIS. And remember, I've downloaded this data in KML file. That is what I want to do, the file extension I want to download it. So all the building, sorry, my system is saying the license is, yeah, so all the buildings are already there. So for this, I won't waste time to start coming to fix this. So I'm going to use ArcGIS Pro to do the same thing. But the same thing you need to do, the same way you need to make a conversion from KML file to the way you used to make conversion from KML file to layers. That's exactly what you're going to do. Yeah, I reinstalled my ArcGIS, like I repaired it, and that is where I think that's where the whole problem is coming from. So I am going to use, I want to just use ArcGIS Pro, and since this one is a bit taking time, so the same thing I am going to do, I did in the other days, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like the same thing we have been doing in how to make the conversion of a KML file to layer is what I'm going to do. But in this case, I am just going to use ArcGIS Pro to do the same thing. So I am here in ArcGIS Pro, and I'm going to uncheck this, and you see up here, this is analysis tools, this is layers, this is my Arc toolbox here, then this is geoprocessing. If that's what I want to use now, I can click on this, and that's going to open this for me, the tools here. So I can type KML, you can see KML to map, layer to KML, KML to layer. So this is the one I actually need right now, because I need to make KML to layer. So I will click on it, and it is going to open. It's asking me input the KML file. I'm going to click here. Remember, I downloaded them. I've already downloaded it in download. So I'm going to return back to home, and you can see my download here. So I'm going to go to my PC. Sorry, I'm going to go home and look for download. Now when I go to download, I think it is called export one. You see, this is one. So this was not downloaded today. Yeah, so I'm going to start from export one, and I'm going to click open, and you can see it load here. So it's asking me where is the output layer. So I might just go to same place, and let me just save it to download, or let me open Collins, and I'm going to save it in Collins. What is the output name? I don't know whether it is road. I can't remember what actually that particular thing is. To avoid that, I'm going to make it B1 because I think it is building. Include overlay. I do the same thing here, then I run it. So it is running, and once it is done, it can see it up here. Have been added to the layer here, and it is zooming to the particular location where it is. And if you can see here, it have added the building footprint here. You can see if I turn off the heat shape, you can see that the building is here. So I can go to symbology to fix it up. Now what am I saying? I will do the same thing. If you look here, you will see the building footprint that I have actually added to, which was exactly the thing I extracted from the overpass. So it is now in shapefile. And if you look at this, go click on the appearance, and you can see I can change this to this thing and then make it to what I want it to be. But if you go to the properties, as you can see, you can see that the metadata, these are where you can access the metadata. The general tab, you can still see it. So this is the building footprint I have added up here. So if you add the word topo, you can also see it, visualize the way you want to visualize it. Then the export here, I will now go to appearance, click on symbology, and symbology is going to come up here, because you can see the building footprint here, the road as they print it out here. So I will need the polygon which I've added. This is layer 1. As you can see here, this is layer 2. So whichever way it is, you can click on it and you now make, like, change it the way you want to change it, like put it up the color you want to put it up. But what I just want you to know is that the simple way you make your conversion using KML, like from KML file to this thing, that's the same thing I did here. So if you look here, you can see the building we have digitized here. Look at the east-west road. If you return back to ArcGIS Pro, you can see the east-west road here. This is the east-west road which this is the east-west road which we worked on, like you can see it here. So this is the shape file, and then this is the polygon, that 0 here, which is this. So you can also do the same thing for this particular the next one. You return back to symbology, like geoprocessing, where you have this one. This is for one which you have done. You return back to the same place and input new one. The output is Collins. I'll go there, the same place, and then go to download. This is download, and then I'm going to export because I think it's under E. So I'll go to E where I save the export. So I think it's titled export. So you look for that particular file in the E part, and then you bring it up here. So let me go down to the same place. I will return home, and then you see download, and you see, let's go down to E. You see E, this is number 2. Click on it, and you see it comes here. What is the export name? I want to put the export name as B2, and I'm going to run the same thing, and you can see it's running 2%, 3%. This is this thing, and you can see it have finished up here, and it have added it to the layer here. It has been completed. You see here, you can see the way it have added it up here. This is B2. Then I'll do the same thing again, open up again, go down to the location again if I want to do all of the same way, and then click here again, and then return back to download, and I can select the KML. This is 3, and do the same thing, and it comes up here. I can change this thing to be 3, and I'll run it again. It will still save it in the location of Collins, and you can see it is done. It have added it up, and look at 3 here. It have added the land use to it, and if you look here, you can see it have added it to it. So what I'm saying is, as it is now, the same way you do those conversion, that's the same way you do once you do the conversion, automatically you can now get and then do the rest of the things you need to do. So you can see I click on the building, one of the building here. You see the shape file, the information, Department of History and Diplomatic Studies. The folder part is in Overpass, and the rest of other stories, because I clicked on it and that shows me that. So this is exactly what you are going to do, and why I'm showing you this is that after our next class, you are going to be doing you're going to work on a project which you're going to be using everything we have talked about. When I say everything we have talked about different things. So we have talked about how you can work with points. We have talked about how you can work with line. We have also talked about where you can access these informations of elevations. we have talked about how you can get linear features a bit. Then I'm now showing you how we can get building footprint. So you are going to choose a place of interest. This same building footprint, you can use it for your work, you can use it for whatever you want, but I'm just saying that this same building footprint we are talking about here and which we are using here, you are going to use this thing to have this road. You see, I extracted road, I extracted the land use. As you can see, this is the print here, and you can see the everything here. I extracted the I didn't extract the waterway. That's the only thing I didn't extract, which you can also extract. So after doing those things, you're going to choose a place of your place of interest, and you're going to use this place of interest to build a topographic map. And I'm going to show you the standard standard type of map you're going to build, and you're going to use that particular thing to build it. So I've showed you how you can get all those datas like I've mentioned. So you are going to use the same datas to do different, like extract the same those information I've been showing you from points, how you can get contours, then how you can get road. I've showed you how you can get road right now, and I've also shown you how you can get building footprint. I've also shown you how you can get uh, land use. I've shown you how you can get water, that is natural, which include forest, vegetation, and rest of them. Then I've also showed you how you can get amenities like bank, hospitals, and rest of them. So you are going to build using that to create something like a base map or a topographic map, because a topographic map is a type of map that shows all those features. So but what I want you to know is how you can access this information. Once you get it, you turn it to what you want to use it, and you can use it anywhere to create the type of map you want to create. So this is the way you can extract building. Like I said, remember, where building is not existing, you're not going to get anything. You have to vectorize it yourself. But in a later class, as you go on, I can show you how you can extract get there's future extraction using machine learning and artificial intelligence. But for now, you need to know how to get it from a database, and one of the database I've shared with you now is now Overpass Turbo. So we are going to talk about another one. So with this, everything that is existing on this database, you can get it as big as it is, depending on the strength of your network and data. But if it is much, you can zoom to a place smaller, get it. And remember the procedures we use in ArcMap. After getting those things, remember, you are going to do something like, you're going to like do after getting it, remember, you're going to do something like clipping. So you're going to do all those clipping to clip out the place you're not interested in, just like the same way you see here. I have the building here and it is square. So what if I need rectangle? Sorry, what if I need just here? So I'm going to use it and then use masking, mask it out if I want to mask it. So that is what you're going to do. So just know this is how we can extract any features of your choice, and when you extract it, you will use this as a base map, which you're going to do like a topography map. You already have road, building footprint, land use, natural, amenities. Then the next thing you need to add to it is waterways and contours. So the same way you can see this waterway here, it is natural equals to waterway. So another way you need to know what are the distance, go down to the keys and value. You go to internet and type OSM features tag. So when you search for this, it will take you to this website here. You can see OSM features tag. So if you come down here, this is wiki map features. If you click on it, it should show you what you need to know about each of the tag. Now this is different things. It shows you car, every vegetation, what food, tourist spot, anything you are looking for, you can search for it. For example, I will come to OSM here and I say buildings, building tag, for example. You come to wiki, and search for building tags, and you can see there are several buildings like key is building is equals to house, building transportation, building routes, and rest of them. So you can click on this and you can see the type, any features you are looking for. You come to this place and search for it the same way I search for it here. You can see different tags. If you are looking for aero area, like where you have aeroplane like airport and rest of them, you just come here, search for it here, so that you know what you are looking for. If you are looking for whatever you're looking for, you know the tag, because it is that tag that you can use on Overpass and it match it perfectly. Like for example, if you are looking for something that is not here, you won't get it. Like if you remember when we were trying to build this and I'm using amenities, like for example, I was using amenities here, and if I run this and search for this right now, run, you see that it's not going to give me anything because that tag does not match anything. So just be careful that when you are running amenity, look at now, amenities is equals to, okay, that is great. Then you now also run it and it's going to give you this. Now in this place you can also do amenities in Enugu. For example, if you do it amenities in Enugu, you can run and build a query. It is going to go to Enugu to look for all the amenities in Enugu, and you can see it has fetched it up. Now if you return back to Enugu, you will see that all the amenities in Enugu, which is hospitals and restaurants, have been extracted. Now this is all the amenities that's within Enugu vicinity. Now if you click on each of them, you can see this is amenity equals to park, this is amenities equals to medical, no sorry please, clinic. Now if I want to look for only clinic within here, I will return back here and change my amenities here and put it clinic. Let me use hospital. Okay, let me use pharmacy. So if I need all the pharmacies within Enugu, I can search it like this, and you see now that it only filter for me pharmacies. If you click on any of them now, you can see that it is amenity equals to pharmacy. Ignoring hospitals, click on this, you see amenity equals to pharmacy. It didn't pick this hospital here, so I can extract only amenities, which is pharmacy here, and use it to build a map, whichever map I want to build. So this is a simple way you can do it. When I'll be teaching you a dynamic maps, I am going to show you what I mean by dynamic maps. So when we'll be talking about dynamics map, I can show you how you can build a map dynamically that can update itself without you coming to make update on it. Like you make them up that you are going to be using Overpass, because I want you to build a query from a database like so like this map. It is an interactive map. That is interactive map, I mean, is a dynamic map, is a map you can query. So I am going to sign in, and you see here now, this is the map I built. This is what I did today, and you see here is a dynamic map. I built it based on OpenStreetMap, and it is self-updated in the sense that at any day you come here to, let's say, you see I have 6120. If you add up to all these hospitals, because these are hospitals within Bauchi, and if I click on this, you can see that I have hospitals here within Bauchi. I can't remember the total number, but I can check it and tell you the total number it is. So at any day, okay, I have the total health center of 768 hospitals within this place. Now, how do I do it? I just query. I didn't stress myself. I just query this, and it is now self-updating. Assuming tomorrow that somebody come here to build a hospital here, it will update itself. So this is why it is called dynamic map. So when we'll be going to that, I'm going to show you how each of them works. But like I say, I build a query, and you can see it is an interactive map. I can click on it and you see the names comes up, and I can search for the name and the names, the location. I can You see the way it is. I can change it, I can interact with it, I can even change the database the way it is looking. I can also change the background, as you see here. If I want to change the color from what it is to another thing, I just need to click on the background I want it to be, and it will automatically change to that background. So we will be talking about this, but for now, what I will need you to know is that these amenities, how I query them, how I extract them, you are going to use the same place I get all this information to get your own. And when you get it, you bring it like this. You do the clipping, you overlay it, extract it, and I'm going to give you where you're going to work on. So we are going to choose different places. Somebody can go to your school and build a topographic map of your school, or go to any place of your work and extract. But like I said, don't forget that I say that if you don't, the feature are not existing, then you won't get any features. Or assuming here, if you look here, look closely to this canvas, you see that the only thing here is road network. There is one building that is mapped here, and you come down here, like here now. I come here to build a query, and I say give me a building within this canvas. You are not going to get anything because there is no building within that canvas. So you should, this is just what you need to know. When do you need to say give me a building? And secondly, remember that when you are querying in this, just know that it has to be in small letter. So I'm going to build here, and I'm going to run a query here. I won't get anything here because there's no building here. But if I drag it a bit here, where I see something like building here, and I run the query again, it should select that building because, sorry, it may be build, how do I build it? Yeah, this is correct. So you need to go to where the building is here. So you need to select the building here. If you run the query now, you should have a building within this vicinity because there is a building within here. So this is what you are going to do, and the map you are going to build for me, which you are going to work on, is going to have both electric line and electric poles. Yes, like as you see here, there are places you can see electric line and power line here. You are going to have electric line and electric poles, and I'm going to show you how you are going to show electric lines and pole to look like real electric lines and pole. You're going to get those things done. I'm going to show you how you are going to do them. So but for now, get this, know that all the file I get here is in the files I get here, which you are seeing here, is in that is in KML file, and I now converted it to bring it from KML file to layer, and you can see it here. All are currently here. So I didn't convert the rest of them, but it is the same thing we have been doing. That's the same way you're going to do it. So this is the fastest way you can get building footprint you want anywhere. In as much as it's existing, you can see here all the buildings within here. With this, you get a building footprint and you have it here. But remember, when you are doing a comprehensive work, don't use this except you trust what it is. Sometimes what I do is that I have a project here and I'm working on it. I will go here to modify this thing to match with the building, and I come back to here, do the same thing and extract it. Because for those who knows different places, you can see that some of the places, sometimes it is not matching exactly what it is. So for you to be on a safer side, and when you're working in concrete work, you need to come and verify this data before you extract them and use. So just get to know all this, but just know that what I'm going to give to you, or what you're going to choose, is going to have building, road network, amenities, as you can see here, electric pole, as you can see electric pole here. You can see power station. This is another triangle in Enugu. You can see this. You're going to get all these things and build a comprehensive topographic map, even with the OSC background. You're going to also get that done. Make it have a background of something that spark elevation like this. If you didn't go like this, so you're going to build this way, the way OSGov standard. So because I want you to know how to build them, so you're going to build a map. This is a kind of topographic map you see here. If you look here now on this interface now that you're looking at, you will see that this is a pure topographic map. How? This is elevation. You can see the contour. You can see the way it shows each and every features perfectly. So you're going to do the same thing for me. Then this is the building footprint. Then this is the road network. This is the elevation contour. This is the boundary. Now look here. You can see the way it shows you the agricultural area, the contour, and rest of them. So you are going to build this kind of map looking like this because we have talked about each of these features here. So the way I will know whether you understand what we did by bringing those features we talked about individually to make it a single topographic map. By then it means you can extract building anytime you want to work on it, road network, and rest of them. So I will be stopping. I'm going to stop here. So if you have any question, you ask me. All right. So I'll be stopped. I think I will save my stopping my screen sharing here. Yeah, I won't save any data for now because what I just did is just to show you how you can get those features anytime you want. So just have it in mind. After our next class, I will show you how you can make other extractions, and by then you go ahead and start building the map that you're supposed to build. So